Hi, I'm Praveer, and today we have the very amazing Shantanu Pandit with us. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
I believe you have come on a very fancy ride over here to our studio.
Pretty
Tell us about that.
Pretty fancy. So it's called the Roller Caravan by Vahan. So Vahan is a caravan rental company based out of Ahmedabad. And the Roller is decked out, man. It's got a little bathroom in it. And it's got a little kitchenette in it. It's got a bunch of utensils and it's got like a king size bed and a queen size bed. I mean, they're actually just seats, but they open out into like 4 people can sleep in there comfortably. Like they say 5, but I wouldn't recommend 5. 3 would be like
Perfect.
perfect, man.
Amazing.
And
But then it's all part of your milk teeth tour, right?
Yeah, it's part of the Mirchi Indies tour. And it's, also the lights in the van are really nice, dude. And the colors and everything. It's super, it's very comfortable. I've been getting like amazing sleep in it. I've been like mostly just sleeping in it, bro, to be honest. Everyone's just, I think by the end of this tour, they're just gonna have montages of me like
Sleeping.
passed out. Which is a great thing, it's a compliment, I guess.
Right. So I just like to tell everyone who's watching this that Shantanu is right now on this amazing India tour, which is actually like a tour. He's actually on the road on this amazing RV. And so where did you come from today?
Today we came from Andheri for this interview. And yesterday we traveled from Baroda.
Okay.
And it was very pleasant, man. I mean, I think we were on the road maybe 8 hours. 8 hours? Yeah, maybe 8 hours. Went by super fast. We're making content for a bunch of brands and stuff who are sponsoring us, which has been fun, dude. I thought it would be a pain in the ass, but it's quite nice. It's fun only. Making reels and stuff. We stopped on the way, went into like a little green patch for, just to hang out.
Like a detour.
Like a little bit of a detour. Yeah. And yeah, it was nice, dude. We cooked some poha on the way. Everyone took turns, got a little sleep.
Poha, yaar. Poha and Hindi music, like best combination, bro. But tell me something that Milk Teeth was released last year, I think in August, I believe.
Yes, 13th of August.
Right. So why did it take you a year to go on the road?
Yeah. So when Milk Teeth came out, I was actually living in Ladakh. I was in Leh.
Okay.
And I didn't end up coming back to Delhi till end November.
Okay.
So we
Why?
couldn't-
You just fell in love with the place.
I actually moved there in 2019-20.
Okay.
I spent a year there, basically right before the lockdown and the world changed. I had gone there for a course.
Okay.
Ended up settling there, ended up taking this place on lease with 3 of my friends.
Okay.
And I was mostly there. I came back to Delhi for a little while and then made my way back there. Basically in 2021, I sort of, again, right before the second wave hit, I ended up getting locked down in Munsiari. I had gone for a bike trip with a friend of mine. And we went for this trek, 10 days, no signal. After 10 days, come back to signal and everyone's like, I need oxygen. This one's dead, and it was just very dark time. So then I called my mother, and my mother's like, wherever you are, please just stay there, don't come back to Delhi. So I ended up staying there for 2 months. I found this room over there, and it was amazing. It sucks what was going on, but it was great for me. I mean, and then after that, eventually, dhire karke, I took my bike up to Ladakh because I knew I had business there, I had work there.
Right.
And I just really see Milk Teeth was a long time coming. It was lying with me inside for like a bunch of years, 4 years. And it was ready since like November of 2020. It was ready, like mastered everything.
All the 10 songs.
All the 10 songs. The album was done.
Wow.
Now after that, we just needed to make a bunch of things to market it, and like, Dhruv and Pagal Haina had a plan for it. But I just wasn't really around for us to mobilize that plan properly.
Right.
But at the same time, I was really adamant that it comes out. And Dhruv was just like, dude, let's wait until you're actually back. And then I was like, no, bro, please, whatever. and it ended up coming out in August, and then I came back in November. So that's kind of why by the time I came back, it had been 4 months since it came out. And then yeah, it took some time for us to figure this tour out. Like, you know, we knew we didn't want it to be just a, you know, standard tour anyway. Even for us to pull that off, I would have needed to practice with a band from scratch, which I hadn't done because I was in Leh.
Right.
So yeah, it just took a little while to figure all this out, but I'm really glad it worked out the way it's worked out now, you know. And I've also gotten a bunch of new songs in that meantime.
Okay.
So I can play these long sets. You know, Ahmedabad I played 1 hour 45 minutes.
Amazing.
Alone, which is insane. I've never done that in my life, you know.
Crazy.
And Baroda was 1.5 hours. So I'm happy, man. Like, yeah, it's taken 11 months since the album came out, but I have a feeling it might work out for the better.
And I'm pretty sure it will. And I mean, you've been releasing music since 2011.
No, I've been releasing music since 2014.
2014, right?
Yeah.
And I remember listening to one of your EPs from 2014.
Yeah, Skunk and Masala.
And to listen to those songs, which had a very acoustic oriented music, to what you listen to in this album.
Yes.
There's a huge leap
jump,
in terms of the production, in terms of you've obviously added more electronic elements into it.
Yeah.
So tell me that sort of transition, how did that happen for you?
Yeah, so back in 2014, man, I was like, I was listening to very different music. I was making very different music. My writing style was also... I honestly, at that point in time, I was changing very fast. It was also that time of your life. I think I was, in 2014, I was 21 or 22. No, wait, let me calculate this. 2011, I was 17. So that means 2014, I was 20, 21, between 20 and
21, right.
So at that point in time, everyone's like going through like drastic shifts, right? So yeah, man, I feel like by the time Skunk came out, which is 2014, I had already felt like I had gone through one major transformation, because before that, I was like belting and like I was doing this whole like harmonica and singing and playing really fast, singing really loud. And then I felt like, man, you know, I went the opposite direction with that one.
Okay.
It was very subdued and quiet and acoustic for sure.
Yeah.
And then after that, slowly, you know, different things ended up happening. I started playing electric guitar, I got into like guitar pedals. My sound started like, you know, I was like, wow, I could do this also, I could do that also. So I just felt like I started thinking from the way I would write songs, I ended up accommodating for all of these other things I was hearing.
Right.
You know, so okay, you know, an organ would sound great over here, and this would sound good here. Like, you know, this drum beat would sound great. Earlier, I wasn't thinking like that. So I feel like with every progression since then, my taste and my sense of sound and production just kept growing.
Right.
So by the time this came out, I had already also spent like 3-4 years trying to figure out music production on Logic. And so for the first Skunk and Masala and the next one I did with my band Run Is the Kid, these were both like, I had no idea about recording music, producing music. We just worked with somebody or like went to a studio.
Right.
And then after that, I started like actually getting my hands dirty with production, which ended up reinforming the songs. And then it ended up just becoming this thing where I would actually take it from start to finish, which is, I guess, what also made it so drastically different from that first one. Because the first one is like, the way you hear the album, the way you hear the EP, is pretty much like how I would play it in my bedroom.
Right,
you know? And there was no difference, because I wouldn't hear any difference. For me, I never thought about it as anything more.
Right.
But now it's like, for this one, I was like...
The soundscape is different.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I would... there were so many more possibilities in my head, so I just went a little wild with it. Now I feel like with this next one, it might come back a little bit, you know.
The acoustic guitar might come out.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
I think I completely agree with you, because once you start buying those guitar pedals and all of that, and you want to incorporate all of that, you want to try so many things, right? So your sound sonically it obviously changes a lot.
Yes.
And I'm sure all the guitar players out there would probably agree with that as well. So that's there. But tell me, I mean, considering the fact that 2014 se leke 2022, you've seen a lot in the indie music scene as well. What is your take as to how you see indie music now and then?
I feel like it's very different, man, from now and then. Back then there weren't, I don't think there was that many bands and singer-songwriters, and you know, it was fewer than there are now. Now I feel like there's a lot more indie music coming out on a daily basis. Back then I feel like on a day-to-day basis there wasn't new music coming out. Now it's like literally every day you'll see someone's putting out
Every
something.
minute, every second you are scrolling through your social media.
It's like, you know, it's just exponentially grown in just in terms of people that are making music. So that's grown. Also the amount of people that are consuming it has grown.
Yeah.
Everything's grown. I feel like the industry's grown a lot, man. Like, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the infrastructure to be able to support that growth is like still like a little sketchy.
You think you could have pulled a tour like this back in 2014?
I don't know. Maybe in a different way. I don't know, man. Probably, I don't know.
I think you would have, if you would have thought of it.
Yeah, I feel like it would have, you know, in a different form, in a different way, we could have, for sure. Yeah.
Tell me about the experience here. I mean, you have, so you will obviously have to tell the plan. Where are you going from Bombay?
Yeah.
To where, and then what?
Yeah. So now the plans have changed a little.
Okay.
I was getting a lot of like DMs being like, how could you not come to Pune? This one person was all like, I can't believe that you're playing in Ahmedabad and Baroda and not Pune. And I was like, dude.
फिर वो भी हो रहा था यार, मुंबई तक आया और पुणे तक नहीं आया. How can you do that?
And I was
crime
thinking
है, bro.
I was thinking the same thing also.
And they will say that पोहा पुणे में better है Bombay से. They will say that.
I would believe that. So I mean, the plans have changed. So tomorrow after we play this show, we're heading straight to Pune day after, doing a gig there. Then coming back to Bombay, sleeping, heading to Goa the next day.
Wow.
And that journey is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
And then we play in Goa, in Rudy's, in Vagator, I think. After that, we head to Bangalore.
Okay.
And
that's going to be a long.
That's going to be pretty long too. I'm looking forward, man. Yeah, I love being on the road, bro. Yeah. I'll finish the sequence of the tour, but just so that I don't forget, I spent 7 months on the road last year, 2021. Like I was telling you, the 2 months in Munsiari, I got locked down. Then I went to Himachal to meet a friend. That was a 3-day ride. So Munsiari
on the bike.
On the bike, yeah, and alone mostly.
Wow.
So I was on like Munsiari is like eastern Uttarakhand, kind of not at the border between Nepal and Uttarakhand, but kind of near it.
Oh.
1 or 2 valleys next to the border. So it's like east Uttarakhand and then to Palampur I rode. So that's like three days, full days of riding. And then I reach Himachal, meet my friend Veer. Shout out Veer, Veer Singh Brar. So yeah, I mean, I meet this guy over there. We guys are riding around Himachal a month and eventually make our way to Leh. When I reach Leh, Leh is already now kind of like semi-home for me. You know, I'd already spent a year and a half there. Have my stuff there and all. So I sort of parked it in Leh, but you know how Ladakh is, dude. It's like bike heaven. There's like so many different places to go. I was always riding over there constantly. So then after that, right before, so like November hits and Manali Leh highway is band, snowed out. It started getting super cold. All the water started freezing, everything. So like I was like, fuck dude, I have to get out of here because I have to go back to Delhi if I want to like do music and promote my album and stuff. And Dhruv was like getting hectic with me, dude. He's like, by then he was like, man, you know. So I was like, jana hi padega.
Kar le yaar, please.
Exactly. So I was like, fuck, this is my last window. Okay. Even now the Srinagar and Leh highway will also get band, like Zojila.
Right.
So, and it did actually, got snowed for 2 days. I had to like, I was like pegging and praying that it opens up for just 2-3 days, and it did. And I just that time only left. Managed to get into Kashmir.
Oh.
Then came through Kashmir, Jammu, everything. Came back to Delhi. So all in all, it was about 6 to 7 months, and I did 10,000 kilometers in that time.
Wow.
So, and that was last year, you know. I spent most of it on the road, man.
You should do a travel vlog, dude.
Bro, I have so much shit. I just don't want. I don't want to be like.
And incorporate all of that, maybe in a music video of yours or something like that.
I don't know about that, bro.
Dude,
I want to
if you're
keep
listening.
these. I want to keep these things very separate from each other. I'm also not, dude. My phone sucks, man. My camera also doesn't. So I don't take any videos and stuff. I've taken a little bit.
You make mental memories, not digital ones.
It's true.
Nice.
But my memory also sucks. So I think I need to start writing everything.
But so
down.
much good content you get for your songwriting, dude. I'm sure these experiences and all really help you write
man.
songs.
100.
Right?
I think that's the only reason why I do all this
Amazing.
shit. You know? And it gave me so much inspiration. I've been, ever since I came back, I've been having very fruitful, like productive, creative, you know, phase. I've gotten so many songs since then, and I really do feel like these things are really important for songwriters.
Absolutely.
You know? I didn't have anything on me. I didn't have a musician, like I didn't have a guitar, I didn't have a keyboard, I didn't have any music instrument. I literally didn't play music for those 6-7 months.
So how were you documenting all these ideas?
I would like write a little bit, or I had my voice notes, voice memos. I also have taken to like writing in a different way now. Like I feel like earlier I would always depend on like a progression on the guitar or like an instrument to give me something. But now I feel like I go with like a melody or something, or a thought, like a phrase will come to me, and I'll be like, that phrase is interesting. And then like how would I sing it, you know? And I would find a tune to that, and I would like maybe just make a voice memo. And then when you go and try to put music to that, you come up with things that you wouldn't, because generally you're really boxed in, man. Like a lot of people will keep going back to the same intervals,
progressions,
the same stuff. But if you try to like do these kind of things to trick yourself as a songwriter, it like helps you like open up new pathways, man. So
very interesting. I think very interesting tip for all the young singer-songwriters and musicians out there.
Yeah, man, for sure. Try to start with a phrase or something. Try to start with just a vocal melody and try to like put chords to that melody. I guarantee you'll come up with fucking cool ass chords.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Something not generic for sure.
Yeah. Going back to the tour thing.
Yes, Goa.
Yeah, so Goa, we're playing in Rudy's Vagator, heading to Bangalore from Goa. In Bangalore, we're playing at the Courtyard.
Okay.
And I've played there before. I played there with Ditty on her tour, which was fun. Like
Ditty is again from Delhi, I guess.
Ditty is from Delhi.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she's from Berlin, I guess.
Oh.
Before that, she was from Goa.
Oh.
But like, I don't know. I think you should ask her where she's from. But yeah, so so we're playing in Bangalore in the Courtyard, and then going to Chennai. Looking forward to going to Chennai. I'm going to hook up with my buddies F16.
Oh.
Stay in their house with Josh and Skank.
Nice.
And yeah, man, we're gonna play in Chennai at this place called the Backyard. I think it's called the Backyard. Yeah, it's called the Backyard.
Okay.
So playing Chennai and then heading to Hyderabad from Chennai. And I think we're playing Thrive. We're playing at Thrive in Hyderabad. And then that's where the road ends for us, and we're flying back to Delhi, which is like the most exciting for me. I know I'm from Delhi, dude.
Right,
so
going back home
exciting.
then, I guess.
But yeah, the show is going to be very special in Delhi.
You know what? While you were telling me about the whole plan and all that, I'm like thinking, यार ये कितना अच्छा खाना खाएगा यार पूरे tour में. I mean, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, 100%. Goa. Wow.
Bro, already I'm so surprised because I'd never been to Ahmedabad or Baroda before. And bro, वहाँ का खाना was so
we have
good.
to speak after you are done with this tour and you tell me कि सबसे बेहतरीन खाना कहाँ का था.
Okay,
you have to tell me by the end of this tour.
100%, yeah.
हाँ, अभी तो पोहा बता दिया, like.
Dude, poha, dude. We got MTR packets of poha, bro. Like dehydrated pouring water. So.
Man, I think Pune is awaiting you, bro.
Sahi.
Pune will not disappoint you for sure.
Nice.
मजा आ जाएगा. But great, man. So, what are your future plans after this album? Of course, are you ready with more music?
Yeah,
more
man.
Music coming up.
Dude, after this, I am very like I can't wait to start recording these new songs.
I hope you're not like getting lost in mountains again though.
I'm gonna go September. I'm going back to Leh for a month ride. I didn't ride this year, dude. I need it. Especially after this show, after this tour, I'm gonna like
unwind yourself.
Gonna get off my social, like get off the phone for like a month at least.
Nice.
I think I'll need that. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll go because I also have a bunch of stuff there, and I need to properly like exit the whole scene that I have over there. So I have to figure that out. So that's gonna happen in September, and then after that, I plan on starting work on the new album.
Nice.
And I'm already like 6-7 songs in there.
Nice.
So another like 6-7 songs and ready to go. And like I want to start recording. That's my favorite part of everything. That's the favorite thing for me to do.
So do you believe in releasing songs all at once, or do you, because these days people make an album but they release songs like once in maybe fortnightly or maybe once in a month sort of thing. How do you plan to release your songs?
So earlier, if you had asked me this like a year or two ago, I would have said no way, man, like whole album, no singles. I still think that it depends on the album, dude. It depends. Like Milk Teeth, I probably would not have, if I'd preferred to do it my way, I would have not done any singles. Because I don't feel like it's not that kind of an album. It needs to be experienced in like one go.
In whole, yeah. That's how we used to listen to albums, right, back in the day.
Yeah. But now, I mean, like this next album, I feel like the way I'm writing it, I feel like there's definitely all like the songs we can stand on their own as well as being in the album.
Right.
The way I'm hearing it in my head right now, I haven't even started recording it, so everything can change.
Right.
But the way I'm feeling it right now, I feel like this next one will be conducive to put out. I wouldn't put out, if there's 12 songs on it, I wouldn't put 12 singles every fortnight.
Correct.
Definitely not. But maybe I would go with like, put 4, 5, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
because
like,
people's, I think, consuming habits have also changed over the years, right? So I think maybe as an artist, you would want to release it, do the old school way.
Yeah.
But लोगों को कुछ और चाहिए आजकल.
Yeah,
क्या
man.
करें यार? अजीब हो गया ना कुछ scene?
Huh, bro. I mean, I understand. Like, it's fine. Like, I have no judgment. Like, I don't think one way is better than the other way. It is what it is.
Right.
And I'm good with it. Like, I think I'm getting to a point where I can put singles also.
Amazing,
it's fine.
amazing. But thank you so much for having this conversation and taking this little break in between your tour and talking to us. And
Sure,
I hope you got parking for your RV inside our premises.
I hope so. I'm not sure about that.
But thank you so much, dude. And
man,
it's
thank
always
you.
a pleasure to talk to someone who has, some sort of vision about music and how he wants to release the music and the idea of writing songs and all of that.
Yeah.
And the other experiences that you have in life, which are amazing again.
Yeah.
Which add so much to your music, and we can hear that in every track of this album as well. So. Looking forward to meet you again, and we have that conversation pending about the food.
Yes.
And have a good rest of the tour.
Thank you, man.
And enjoy the food. And we'll see you soon, bro.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Take care.